there's a number of programs out there, but I think Shichida really just rises to the top in terms of what they teach the children, but also how they teach the children. Jalen's basically had a lot of fun through the years, built some great relationships with the teachers, but also his classmates as well. We've seen the results really, pay off in his schooling. He's able to, grasp concepts very easily and really excel in his work.
Yep, amazing memories. I can see that he's, reciting the pi and also periodic table and, world flags. We're tempted in that as well. So it's amazing to see how he's, from a little human being to right now, almost 10, and he's got a lot of amazing skills that he acquired from the program.
I would recommend it. I think it's a really great program that expands children's minds to think about the wider world around them and gives them knowledge about that wider world. And I also think it can add something that's not in the curriculum at school, like lots of science experiments when the kids are in Kindy Year 1 and Year 2 at school. They don't do any science experiments, and so I think it fosters a love for science if they come here and do them here.
Highly recommended. We've had our 2 boys participate in the program, with the older one just completed the program, and we have noticed improvement in his skills in visual memory and other parts of skills that are involved in right brain. So we have actually no regrets, and please enroll your children.
I would like to recommend Shichida to any parent because my daughters have been here and they are enjoying their journey so much. It is full of fun learning and incredible knowledge, and everyone would enjoy it and benefit from it all their life.
Our daughter started at Shichida just before she turned 2, so she's been with the program for about 8 years now. It's been a long-term commitment, I think, both for us and the child, but I definitely recommend it for parents who are considering the Shichida program. How we would describe it to other friends and family, it's basically teaching you how to learn. So or teaching the kids how to fish. So rather than giving them the answers, it's equipping them with the tools so that they can find a love of learning, to, I guess, engage their curiosity, to engage their critical thinking, and hopefully find a way to make their mark in the world.
Yeah. How I saw my child go through it was more of a creative outlet. A lot of times when you try to get kids to do anything that's educational, they'll be quite apprehensive, but this was one thing that she would always look forward to, meeting new friends, learning new things, and she'll bring home things that would surprise me, like what she's able to do as a young child, 3, 4, 5 years old. I'm like, oh, I probably can't even do that. Where did you learn it? And she would say, oh, I just learned it in class, and I love going to class, and please make sure I can actually get to class. Sometimes life gets hectic, and that's one of the things you always look forward to. So I would also 100% recommend it for a educational but creative outlet for your child as well.
I think 2 other things to add to that on the creative path is that I think for our generation growing up, it was all about rote learning, whereas I found Shichida was very focused on the right brain training. And then I think traditionally I always thought right brain training was just about sort of, logic is left brain and then right brain's creative, but how Jasmine had explained it to us was it's about being able to absorb a large amount of information, to retain it, and then to output it as you need it. And we've definitely seen this from our daughter when she started kindergarten. So I think a word of advice to of parents is that it's a long-term commitment, and the first few years may seem very tedious, and there are times where you would question, where is this going? They do a lot of activities that you would, some would say, oh, but I could do this at home. But then once they start school, and you can definitely see that the way that the child thinks is very different from other kids. Obviously there's a part of it which is just the nature or their personality, but we find that the way that our daughter approaches problems and how she thinks is on a completely different spectrum to us. And it can be very frustrating because we're so traditional in our mindset. So it's quite refreshing to see her approach things in a completely different way, and that it also arrives at an answer that actually might be a better solution to the problem. So yeah, I encourage parents to really give it some good thought, and it's definitely been a rewarding experience for us.
We have benefited as a whole family from coming to Shichida with both our children, and I think what Shichida's point of difference is that it not only enriches them with academic pursuits but also with the social and emotional side of things, and that has been really impressive, creating a whole human that is socially and emotionally aware and conscious of their place in the society, as well as extending their academic numeracy and literacy skills.